Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Trophy versus medal.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Hal, it's both Olympic season and award season.
Yeah.
One gives out trophies, one gives out medals. So what better time of year to talk about medals versus trophies? What kind of medals and trophies did you get growing up?
I got a ribbon for participating in a horse thing at the Willow Grove Day Camp. And I maintained I could have made the horse go faster, but I had short legs and they had too many blankets under the saddle. So I couldn't, I was trying to, you don't dig in I'm not wearing spurs or anything, but that's how you tell the horse, like, hey, speed it up a little bit. Your heels in there. And I couldn't do it. All I was getting was because I was hitting blankets.
And how old were you?
11.
Okay. So
10?
also at 11, your
10.
legs are not
10.
long enough.
Yeah.
To hit the horse anywhere that's going to make him go, oh, this person's serious.
Yeah, my height now, no problem. My height then, I wasn't even 5 foot yet. I couldn't, those weren't legs for horse speeding.
What did the ribbon look like?
It's like a yellow ribbon, like a little prize ribbon. So it's got the flower bursts are at the top and then the two pieces of ribbon coming at the bottom. And then in the ribbon, it says whatever horse thing. I don't know what it said. 80th place, let's say. There weren't that many kids. And then there's a button in the middle that has a horse on it, but it almost looks like you could put it on the coffin of a horse at a funeral. It looks like that too. Like in loving memory of this horse that you rode that lost and is now becoming pet food and glue.
Yeah. And the casket is just draped in all of those blankets.
Yeah, I can't even pay my respects to the horse because the blankets are in the way.
How am I going to get this rose onto the top of that horse box?
Yeah, it keeps falling. The horse box is rejecting my rose. This is the worst episode of The Bachelor ever.
I always liked as a kid, because I played soccer for a year and I played basketball for all of these were for one season. I did not play a sport longer. And actually football, I played for 2 seasons when I was like 7 and 8.
Okay.
But I always liked the trophies for those. Because I like a trophy where it's got the person on the top doing the thing that the trophy is for. Like my soccer trophy was a little soccer man kicking a ball. And then my basketball trophy was a little basketball man shooting. It looked like a free throw. And then my football trophy was a little football man passing. So I like a trophy that's like a reminder of here's what you did. I like those.
I think they're great. I never won one, always wanted one.
Oh, I never won one. Everybody on the team got one.
I didn't get one though. And I was on a youth soccer team where we won back-to-back championships and we got plaques.
Oh, plaque didn't even make the list. This is trophy versus medal because plaque wasn't on the list.
No one wants a plaque. I will show you the only trophy I've received. Hold on, I'm going to get it right now.
Oh, this is exciting. This is the only trophy Hal has ever received. He stepped away from his desk. People of the world, I have no idea what he's going to return with. I'm going to guess whatever it is. It's going to be one of those winged lady ones. That's my guess.
I forgot I have 2.
You have 2 trophies?
Yes. Here's one. This is stellar employee at work.
Oh, hey, good job. That's got the star
like
at the
obelisk
top.
With a star on it. And what this came with was a really great parking space.
Hey, nice.
At our office. Do you want to know when I won it?
When did you win it?
February of 2020.
Hey, happy 6th anniversary of your victory.
No, think about how long you would get to use a parking space. In February of 2020. Late February of 2020.
If you really were intent on going to the office, you could park in any space at that point, I imagine.
Everything shuts down.
Yeah,
Nobody's going anywhere.
I knew where you were going with that.
But so never got to use it. Really got to use it a couple times.
When they froze the whole office, they didn't freeze the parking spot thing?
No.
All right, Hal's going to get this for a year whenever we come back from this pandemic.
They moved offices during that time.
So you still had that spot, but you had to Uber to work from there.
Yeah, that's right. This is the other one.
What does this say? This says, Hal Lublin, true talent. Hollywood knows, so do you. Bow down.
Do you want to know the story behind this?
100%.
Do you know who this is from? Have I ever told you about this?
No.
So the first season of Venture Brothers that we worked on, I got submitted for Emmy consideration.
For Wide Whale?
For Wide Whale.
Go back, listen, people. Season 6 of Venture Bros. Hal's the big bad.
6. Yes, as the big bad. You were my right-hand man.
That's right.
And we played a bunch of other characters, but I got submitted for Emmy consideration. And when you get submitted for Emmy consideration, in almost any other category, you're listed on the website. Voiceover, you are not. The way it works, I found out, is they have like a panel of people who go into a room, listen to all of the considered people, and then they do like a heads down, like a blind ballot vote, and that's tabulated to determine who the final nominees are. I was not nominated that year. I don't think anybody knew was, because it's a very small pool of people. Same people get nominated over and over again.
Well, it's just an honor to be considered.
It was an honor to be considered. And what I really wanted more than anything was just documentation that it had happened. Like, just give me some documentation. And I asked everybody I knew who had some sort of, either I thought was a member of the Academy or had been nominated themselves. Like, do you get anything? Like, even just a piece of paper from the Academy saying it happened? I don't know if it'll ever happen again. Like, you don't know. There are a lot of people who do great work that never gets recognized.
Sure.
So Paget Brewster ordered this and sent it to me so I would have an award.
That is very sweet.
Which is very sweet.
For those who cannot see this award, it is one of those that looks like an Oscar, but is holding something different. Usually it's a wreath.
It's a laurel. You can see.
I like that that's become the go-to trophy shape, I think, is the little Oscar man who has something besides a sword. A little star, a little laurel wreath. I think I had one of those. It was a very tiny one, and it was like best dad or some, and they had covered it up and written something on it as a joke. But I do like that particular trophy. That one is, wait, can you hold it up one more time? I'm going to read that again.
Sure.
I love the inscription she put on it. Hal Lublin, true talent. Hollywood knows. So do you. I'm sorry. Hal Lublin, true talent. Hollywood knows. So do you. Bow down. That's right, people.
It's very sweet. And it is a reminder that friendship, and that's more important than any award you can receive.
Can I tell you that the best trophy I think would be, once I get to that point, I am really going to gun for best dad. I want the mug. I want whatever the version of the trophy is. That's what I want.
Oh, did I get the mug this year? Great. I won. Nobody else. Should I give a speech?
If my future hypothetical kid gives the best dad mug to someone else, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah.
Oh. So we've talked a little bit about trophies. Medals. Were you ever a medals guy? I'll tell you one that I got.
No. Tell me.
I got one after I did the podcast Super Ego with some of my buddies that I used to work at Disney with, and with Paul F. Tompkins, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting medals at the end of the season, and I got a medal. I was very excited. It's got the red, white, and blue ribbon on it. It's a medal, and it was number one for brains. Because it turns out if you go into a trophy shop, you can have anything you want written on a medal.
Fantastic.
And when Mark McConville figured that out, that was game over.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Everybody got medals that year. We're talking about medals versus trophies. Medals are a thing. They both go back to ancient times. I did not know. I just assumed like you kind of have a choice, medal or trophy, right? That's right. If you're giving out an award, you can kind of pick between a few different things. As long as it's not plaque, you can pick between any of these few things. But I was surprised to find out that they kind of have different categories that each of them cover. Trophies specifically come from the Greek tropion and were given away at the original Olympic Games in 776 BC. So trophies have always been a thing for sports, as opposed to medals, which came from ancient Rome. One's ancient Greek, one's ancient Roman. Medals came from ancient Rome, and those were for military achievements. So non-sports achievements and other achievements within, civic life. You would get a medal for that, which is usually much bigger than a medal at the Olympics now, and frequently featured a bust of whoever the current Caesar of the time was.
Okay.
That's the difference between the medal and the trophy. Sports tend to get more trophies. academia gets more medals.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through a few actually with you. Trophies. You got the FIFA World Cup, the Stanley Cup, Wimbledon Trophy, America's Cup, the Lombardi Trophy, the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy,
That's right.
MLB. I don't know what the MLB trophy is called. The one with all the pennants in a circle.
I think it's just called the World Series Trophy.
World Series Trophy.
Not sure who it's named for.
Gotcha. Oh, it's called the Commissioner's Trophy. There you go.
There you go.
The Heisman Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
All of these trophies, all for sports. All various.
Do cups count too? Like the Ryder Cup? That's
I think, a Ryder Cup.
So then, that's
cups
another
count. Trophies, the cups count as trophies. Here's what I think trophies have going for them. First of all, you got more variety in the shapes, right?
Sure.
You can get a little Oscar man holding a wreath. You can get a little Oscar man holding a sword. You can get, like you have, the glass trophy with the star on top, which at first when you held it up, I thought it was a Cable Ace Award. I was like, when did you win a Cable Ace Award?
I wish. Those weren't glass, were they? Wasn't it like a little ace, like a little, a spade, like a playing card spade on a black?
I thought that was the
base?
People's Choice Award. Am I confusing the Cable Ace Awards and the People's Choice Awards?
Maybe. You also could be right.
Huh. Maybe it happens every once in a while. The variety of shapes in a trophy is nice. There's also something cool about the singularity of some of these trophies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if you win a trophy at some sort of competition, a trophy you get to take home, put in your trophy case, right?
Yeah.
But these big ones, there's only one. I kind of love that. Like you're going to win the Stanley Cup, but you get to keep you are not the owner of a Stanley Cup. You are the steward of the Stanley Cup until next season when another team gets to keep that trophy. I think the singularity of some of these gives them a really heightened value. You know, they make a big pomp and circumstance out of it, put it on a pedestal, surround it with smoke and lasers and lights and have people bring it in a locked case. The chain of custody has gone unbroken. It's really endowed with these sort of magical properties.
Yeah, and they have to retire rings off of the cup. So it doesn't have every single winner ever of the Stanley Cup, at least, because they engrave. They engrave all the winners.
Wait, how do they unengrave the winners then? You said it doesn't have all of them?
You can remove the rings and they get put elsewhere. I forget where they're stored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you have
That's all. Nice.
It is a living history of its sport, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Which not every trophy is. Like the Lombardi Trophy, you get to keep.
Oh, that's not one trophy? That like each year has a different Lombardi Trophy?
Yeah. So the Eagles have a Lombardi trophy. They have two Lombardi trophies either in their practice facility or at the stadium under glass somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, you always have that reminder. And then I think World Series trophies, you get to keep those as well.
Oh, yeah. Because
they give you a replica. It's one of those.
Oh, that makes sense. Because the Dodgers have theirs under, in like a very specific place. It's, lit and glass and guard and rope and all the different.
Current one, not the prior year, because they've won two in a row at this point.
We have so many now.
The Dodgers you have a ton of them.
Yeah.
Not as many as the Yankees, but you got a lot.
We're getting there. We'll get there.
Yeah, you got to probably for the next, we're going to get probably another 3 or 4 until they strike because of your team.
There's something
you win another championship and then baseball will go away for a while, and it needs to. They've got to fix. They've reached the right inflection point to make a change. Something had to
for the salary. You think a salary cap's in order?
I think a salary floor is in order as well. Has to be something because it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, nobody should have paid $750 million for Juan Soto when Shohei Ohtani went for less. Is that what you mean, right? The Dodgers should be the most expensive players.
I don't know. I don't know how much of that money Juan Soto's gotten so far. But that's the problem.
Right.
This is a separate conversation.
Sure.
It's not an episode of the show. No one listening to this will care.
Yeah,
or very few will. But we should point out another trophy because Ken, I think, probably broke a couple fingers typing this in, is the Gonzo Quiz Show at Dragon Con.
That's right.
The winning team gets trophies, and you do 2 of them in a weekend, which means you could win twice. And if you overpack your suitcase, all of a sudden you have 2 not small original series Captain Kirk busts that are banks that have been spray painted gold.
Sometimes right before Dragon Con. And then when it is Ken will hand you your victory trophy with slightly gold fingers. And then when you receive the trophy, you will have slightly gold fingers. and be like, I did it this afternoon. But
Yeah.
I will say that is a coveted trophy. The spray painted Star Trek bank.
I have one of mine.
I do like a homemade trophy too. There's something great about a homemade trophy. Can I see your trophy?
One. I've given every other one away. I give it away. I give it away then, like to somebody in the audience, because I know that will be a special thing for them.
Yeah.
I will remember the experience is the trophy for me. And then the trophy is the trophy for someone else. And I kept one just as a reminder of it, so I can look at it and it makes me smile because I remember all of the times I've done it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know which one is which.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I have one from my first one.
Okay.
I've got my first trophy, which is Captain Kirk with a phaser.
Yeah. Looking at it right now.
Yeah. And then I think it was the second year, I think you shamed me into giving away my Enterprise. Yeah. Because you were like, oh, I always give them away to someone who came to see the show.
Oh, I don't think I said it like that. I think I say I always give them away to someone who's come to see the show because I can't pack and take it with me. I cannot have another one because at the time, you know, I was living in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. So I didn't have space for I had a lot of stuff that just sat in boxes. Yeah. And now that I have my own space, I still have boxes full of stuff in my closet that I need to either keep or trash at some point.
Or have a big sweepstakes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have a sweepstakes.
We got this.
Go to eBay.
Sweepstakes.
Auctioned.
Ooh. Yeah. I love a homemade trophy. We used to have one when I was in college. We would do the Itkin Awards named after Dr. Bella Itkin. Mm-hmm. And it was always a can of Tab because all she drank was Tab. Somehow at the end of the 20th century, beginning of the 21st, she was still finding Tab, but she would have a can of Tab all the time. So it was a can of Tab with little sunglasses on it. That was the Itkin Award. A anthropomorphized can of Tab.
Is it the one that danced? When he played music, it would go
the one that's like, it looks like a can, but it does a little hip swivel on whatever cans have for hips. There's something fun about just, especially like award season trophies. You know what I mean? There's a beauty in those. I live down the street from the Television Academy and there's a giant Emmy in a fountain just a couple blocks from here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful trophy. So what are some of the other benefits of trophies besides unique shapes, singularity of some of them, the homemadedness of many of them?
I mean, I think those are the benefits.
I'm just trying to...
What more would you need?
I mean, I don't know. Like, how important is the trophy itself versus the knowledge of the victory?
I don't know. Would you rather know you did a good job in a movie or win an Oscar for a movie?
Or I think the correlation
what's the correct one?
The correlation question would be, if I won an Oscar for Best Actor, let's be more realistic. Best Supporting Actor. If I won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor and is it the trophy itself that is the coveted thing, or is it the global knowledge and written in stone, or in the case of the Dolby Theater, etched in glass, that I have won this, the knowledge of winning it, the plaque of it all, the non-tangible place in the history books?
Would it mean as much if you got all that, but you didn't get the statue?
I think it would mean as much, but I wouldn't be reminded of it as much.
No. Because you don't go to Hollywood and Highland a lot.
I don't go to Hollywood and Highland a lot. No, I do. They have a Dave & Buster's, which is nice. I do like going to Dave & Buster's.
Sure.
Yeah, I do. I think I like that trophy though.
Yeah. I want to have that trophy. I worked on a documentary once and I got to go to Louis Gossett Jr.'s house, who no longer with us, but we went there to record some voiceover with him.
Cool.
And in his living room was a shelf with all of the awards he'd won, including his Oscar. And it was really cool.
For Officer and a Gentleman?
Yes.
Yeah.
He won Best Supporting Actor for Officer and a Gentleman. And it was really cool to imagine. Like, I just wanted to hold it to pretend like I won it. So that's the excitement. Yeah. I think there's something to the physical. What's that?
Did you hold his Oscar?
No, of course not. Oh. And nor did I ask if I could.
Hey, Lou, real quick. Yeah, Goss. Hey, Goss. Sorry, Junior, may I hold your Oscar?
Yeah. It was just cool to see one.
Yeah.
Just out.
I got to hold Richard Sherman's Oscar.
That's amazing.
Went over to his house once. They're very heavy. Yeah. And he was like, you want to hold the Oscar? I was like, yeah, man, I want to hold the Oscar. It's really, so I held one of his Mary Poppins Oscars. It was very cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you hold that thought while Mark thinks about holding that Oscar. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about medals and we will choose between the two once and for all. We'll be right back.
Max Fun Meetup Day is on Thursday, April 23rd. Max Funsters from all over are getting together to hang out and celebrate their favorite podcasts. Want to go and meet some friends who like similar stuff and care about the same things as you? Head to MaximumFun.org/meetup to see where and when your local meetup is. Don't see one nearby? Host your own and make some new pals. All you need to do is pick a place that can hold a small group. A bar, cafe, park, library, wherever. Then fill out the form at MaximumFun.org/meetup. We'll add you to the page and help get the word out. So go to MaximumFun.org/meetup and maybe we'll see you on April 23rd.
Hello, this is Alden Ford.
And Mujan Zulfagari.
Two of the creators of Mission to Zix, your favorite improvised, obsessively sound-designed sci-fi sitcom here on the Max Fun Network. And the news is...
We're back! With an all-new miniseries set in the Zix universe, The Young Old Durf Chronicles.
Yeah.
Will Durf find his own killer before it's too late?
Ooh.
To find out how that question could possibly make sense, well, you just have to tune in.
Yeah, and as always, it's ambitious and labor-intensive to, frankly, absurd degree.
Indeed.
So, if you are looking for a little break from your own galaxy, we would love for you to check it out.
That's The Young Old Durf Chronicles. Search Mission to Zix, ZYXX, in your podcast app.
Or on MaximumFun.org.
Keep it fresh.
All right, Hal, we've talked trophies. Let's talk medals.
Yeah. You know who loves medals more than anybody?
Who?
Chewbacca.
Well, he got his medal in the last movie.
Yeah, he finally got his medal.
He finally got his medal. That is kind of BS that everybody else got a medal except him.
Yeah.
That scene at the end of Star Wars is a throwback to the Roman Empire aesthetic of you come back from a big military victory and you are awarded a medal. I think one thing about the medal that we see in that scene as they are placed around the necks of our heroes, you can wear a medal.
You can't
wear a trophy unless you're Flava Flav. You can wear a medal.
And even then, you're wearing it as a medal.
Yeah, that's true. You are wearing it. You have turned a trophy into a medal by doing that. You can't drink out of a medal the way you can drink out of a trophy, but you can't wear a trophy the same way you can wear a medal.
You can eat very small bites off of a medal, depending on which one. Like the Olympic medals are pretty big.
Yeah.
Now.
I like the variety of Olympic medals. There have been some clunkers in the past.
Sure.
Like that's what you guys went with. What was the one? There was one that kept breaking. Was it 98? I think it was 98. There was one, like famously a bunch of the medals, like somebody would drop their medal and the whole top like thing where it connects to the ribbon would just snap off.
There was one of the women's skaters this year for the U.S. had her medal break.
I mean,
where it snapped off at the ribbon. The next day they wrote her, they're like, meet us in the lobby. We have a replacement for you. So,
all right.
You know, nothing's perfect. Nobody's nerfect.
Ridiculous. No regrets. So the medal, it does take away a little bit of the specialness of the medal if they're like, oh, that one broke. We just got another one. We'll swap it out for another. Meanwhile, the Stanley Cup is one piece of history that has, like you said, its entire history etched on it. This is, oh, your medal broke. Let's grab you another. But I do love the artwork that you can get on a medal. Like some of the Nobel Prizes are beautiful. Some of the ones that look like big coins with beautiful relief images on them. I'll give you some of the famous medals that we've got, both military and otherwise. You've got the Medal of Honor, United States' highest military decoration. The Victoria Cross, the British equivalent. Legion of Honor, France's equivalent. And then, of course, the biggest, the Olympics, right? You got the Olympic gold, silver, and bronze medals. You got the Nobel Prizes, more of a medallion. There's not a ribbon that you can hang it around your neck. The Fields Medal for math, the Congressional Gold Medal, highest civilian honor, the Pritzker Architectural Prize, the National Medal of Science, the Iron Cross, and the Order of Canada. So mostly military, some civic and academic. Are trophies for jocks and medals or for nerds?
Jocks and artists.
Jocks and artists. Yeah.
Although Nobel Prizes for literature, so everybody gets everything. But trophies by and then also medals are for sports, the Olympics.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are when you think of people receiving medals, that's probably what most people think of first.
Nah, I think of that for brains medal.
Well, you do because you received it. I have not received such a medal, so I think of the Olympics.
Yeah, I do think of the Olympics too. What's with the biting the medals? Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Is that a bit that people still do?
I think it's a way to like show it's real, you know, how you would test the medal. But I think now it's more of a
It's a bit.
It's a play on that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're actually testing it to make sure
No.
that it's authentic.
Make sure that it's delicious chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love a medal. For some reason, though, I don't know why medals come in second place in my brain. Just because when I would do like debate competitions and things in high school, the first place got a trophy, second and third place got a medal. And maybe that's just a cost thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I've not heard of that, but
Yeah.
I have 2 medals hanging behind me. I'll see if you can see them.
I
There you
can
go.
see. I see it. Was that from a 10K?
They're both from 5Ks.
5K. So yes, collectively they're from
And
a
I think
10K.
I'm missing one. So there may be, oh no, there are 3 back there.
Here's what I like about medals too. For trophies, you need more space and potentially a shelf or a table. For medals, you just need a hook,
That's true.
you know?
Yeah.
Much more portable, though I don't know what situations you would need your medals to be on you. It's a little much if somebody wins a medal. Like if you won a gold at the Olympics, how many days would you walk around wearing it?
0.
Oh, I'd
be
go
afraid
at
of
least
losing
one. You don't think you would get back to the Olympic Village and then for the next like day or so, once your event's done, you'd be like, oh, hey guys.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe,
sorry, I
but
need
I'm
to
not,
sit down. This thing's so heavy.
I'm not going grocery shopping with it
Oh, if I had to go grocery shopping that day, you bet I would.
right after you win.
Yeah.
Go straight from the podium to Aldi's.
Here's the thing. I need my low carb tortillas. And
Right.
If I got to get them, I got to get them.
Right. The next Olympics is less than 4 years away. You got to get started.
Yeah. I have my 4 years worth of groceries. I can only go to the grocery store in my medal now.
Yeah.
Huh. What are you thinking?
I think it's trophies.
You think it's okay. What do you think? Why do
Yeah.
you think it's trophies?
I think there are more iconic trophies, and I would personally also like that feeling of winning a trophy.
Yeah.
Just to me is, I don't know. There's something about it that all awards can be aspirational, whatever form that they come in. If it inspires someone to do their best in the same field or a different field, that's the real win, right? Is the knowledge that you achieved something, to have reached the zenith of whatever your field is.
Yeah.
And then know that hopefully there's someone there who's seeing what you're doing and it's inspiring them to do the same thing or follow their dream. That is the best. But I would love to. When I was up for Emmy consideration, I knew there was almost no chance that I was going to be a nominee, but it wasn't 0.
Yeah.
And if I had become a nominee, the chance of winning it wasn't 0.
No, it
And
was
the
1
thought
in
of getting
7 or
to
so.
hold that up and give a speech and like, that's really exciting. You also get to give more speeches, I feel like, with trophies than with medals.
Yeah. Yeah. With
They'll
the
interview
national
you
anthem at the
afterwards, but,
Olympics.
You don't talk on the podium. They just play your national anthem.
They immediately play you off. Before you
Yeah.
even have a chance to talk, you're being played off by the Star Spangled Banner.
That's right. Yeah, you're all done.
Yeah, there's something, I think, for variety, for prestige. It's a weird thing to say for prestige because they're all like, pretty sure that, you know, the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for Best Action Scene, while a trophy, is not necessarily more prestigious than a Nobel Prize. But generally speaking, there is a lot of prestige in a trophy. And a medal, as I found out in high school debate, was for 2nd and 3rd place.
Well, then I think we have it.
Yeah, I think we might.
People of the world, you collectively share a trophy for being the best podcast audience. So you can share that trophy, pass it around to one another. You each get it for 1 full day because there are 365 of you that listen to the show. Sometimes 366.
Ooh, every 4 years.
Every 4 years, someone joins in to listen. Yeah, trophies are the best. Medals are great. Trophies are better. Asked and answered.
Boom. Well, this topic is closed. But guess what? There are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or
you can find us on social media at We Got This Podcast, except for Instagram, where we are at We Got This Show. There's our Discord, bit.ly/WGT Discord, and our YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to that as well. And if you are not already a Max Fun member, you could be supporting us for as little as $5 a month. It makes a big difference. Go to MaximumFun.org/join. At the $5 a month level, you get access to bonus content, years and years of it, not only from us, but from every show on the Max Fun Network, which is a really, really good value. Make sure when you're setting it up to check the box for We Got This is one of the shows you listen to. That's the only way we benefit directly from your membership. So please do that. And thank you to everyone who already has. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, with whom we would share all of the trophies, all of the medals. But really, the award that we get is the opportunity to do this every week, to come onto your podcast feed and share stuff that we think is fun. We hope you think it's fun, too. You're listening, so we assume you do. And you know what? We do this show because of you. We wouldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without you. And to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this.
We got this.
Maximum Fun,
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows supported
directly
by you.